Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm your host, Lisanne Faye. And, well, between the episodes, I did a little quick inventory sorting and got my inventory down to 10 items. But we're now going to go and do something important. Something daring. We are going to do one of these. And yes, I have played both.
Has Cassandra spoken to you about my new recruits?
Let's hear this.
They are not your recruits, Commander. They're ours.
I have played both of them, and well, I have a preference for one, and it's actually the one I'm going to end up playing. Just because, for me, that quest plays a little bit better. And it makes more sense. We have a knowing ally there already. Whereas... So, in case it wasn't obvious, I am going to do In Hushed Whispers and go after the mages. The main reason why I do that is, again, because roleplay reason-wise, I already have a lot of support from that end, in that it's like, oh, hey, this guy's former apprentice is like, hey, he screwed up and I need to stop him, please help, and has actually personally reached out to us. But the Templars don't really have that. And instead, they're kind of like, yeah, sure, come by, have tea. At least that's how they make it sound. Whereas this actually sounds like, oh, there's shit going down here. I am aware, of course, that there is stuff happening in both places. But I feel way less bad doing this mission than I do doing this mission afterwards. For multiple reasons. Mainly being I feel like I don't offend one of my favorite characters quite so much if I do this mission. But the other thing that is motivating me to do this in this playthrough is that, you know, it is the mages who have seemed like they need some guidance, and well, it's kind of like we're stealing them away from Tevinter, which in part is a lot of fun, and the mages themselves don't seem resistant to us, and nor resistant to my character, who herself is a mage. So that's kind of where I'm coming from with all of this. So, Redcliffe Castle and the mages who could close the breach are under control of Magister Garion Alexius, a Venatori cultist with an unhealthy interest in Lavelin, and the power to reorder time itself. He has kindly invited Lavelin to the castle alone to negotiate. It's an obvious trap, but Leliana and her agents can infiltrate the castle and remove the Venatori threat while Alexius's attention is diverted. A dangerous game, but it's our best chance. So.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
Isn't that kind of him? What does Alexius say about me? He's so complimentary that we are certain he wants to kill you.
Oh, good!
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could
That
assault
too.
the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister...
Has outplayed us.
Surely there must be a way.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Thank you.
Other than the main gate, there's got to be another way into the castle. A sewer? A watercourse? Something.
There's nothing I know of that would work.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle. An escape route for the family.
Uh-huh.
It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
While they're focused on Lavellen, we break the Magister's defenses. It could work, but it's a huge risk.
No risk, no reward.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
Oh, hello.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Yeah, so this is in fact what we're doing. This is what I read earlier. So, yes, confirm. And now Dorian was in our party with us. I'm really happy that Dorian is here. Now I've got to figure out the rest of my party. Dealing with the Magister seems like Cassandra is a good bet. So, yes. And who else? I took the Iron Bull last time I did this. So I want to change it a little bit. Maybe take Solus. Just so that way I have the mage who has barrier on their, like, default. I'll do it on my own list. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not gonna take a rogue. Three mage party. Totally worth it.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Mistress Lavellen and no one else. You lot wait here.
If my friends can't enter, then I won't go in either.
Tevinter robes are weird. Especially those masks.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Oh. Can have him talk to me about these things, but he really won't answer. That really doesn't help.
Nothing at all. I'm just going to take the mages and leave.
And how do you imagine you'll accomplish such a feat?
Easily.
She knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
Your son is concerned that you're involved in something terrible.
So speaks the thief. Do you think you can turn my son against me? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
If I'm a mistake, what exactly was the breach supposed to accomplish?
It was to be a triumphant moment for the Elder One. For this world.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian.
We're all
I
matching.
gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
Blah, blah. My cult is better than yours. I've heard it 1,000 times.
Well, you know, it's a chance for the Imperium to really one-up that whole starting the Blight thing.
He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Oh.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Oof.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this woman's life.
You clearly didn't notice them dying.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
Well, crap. Ooh. Black loading screen.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Displacement. Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Oh.
Moved us through time? Can that even be done?
Normally, I would say no. Obviously, Alexius has taken his research to exciting new heights. We've seen his temporal rifts before. This time, we simply passed through one. Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
Okay. What do you think?
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time completely. If that happened, you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan. I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I countered it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Make sense?
It just seems so insane.
I don't even want to think about what this will do to the fabric of the world. We didn't travel through time so much as punch a hole through it and toss it into the privy. But don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
Aw, thank you.
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
Okay.
And what happens if we can't get back?
Then we get comfortable in our new present.
Okay. Prison key. Useful. Craft items. And Dorian. Who will be our fire mage? And because I need someone who can cast barriers without me actively having to be conscious of it. God. Find out what happened. That is our goal. So welcome to the future, everyone. 1 year in the future, as we'll soon discover, but sorry. Completely forgot that hasn't been discussed yet.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Yes, well, I would hope not. Okay, well, let's try the other side. Nothing there. Okay, coin. Crafting. Alright, Dorian. Yep, so here's the other side from the other side. Okay. Nothing there.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
Creepy. Nothing there. Nothing there. But loot here. Not there. Drink. Yep, 2 squishy mages. It works. I swear it works. Let's try going this way. Okay. At least it's selling fodder. Okay. Downstairs.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water.
Oh, hey, a tank.
You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance?
You sound weird.
Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
I'm not back from the dead, Cassandra. I just got... Well, this is hard to explain.
I was there. The Magister obliterated you with a gesture.
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time? Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
That's what he says.
If Dorian is right and can actually reverse the spell, then yes.
Alexius is master. After you died, we could not stop the Elder One from rising. Empress Celine was murdered. The army that swept in afterwards, it was a horde of demons. Nothing stopped them. Nothing.
I should have been there to help you.
You're here now.
Oh, we got a Cassandra back. Yay. And Solus is here. Wow.
You're alive. We saw you die.
The spell Alexius cast displaced us in time. We just got here, so to speak.
Can you reverse the process? We could return and obviate the events of the last year. It may not be too late.
I'm glad you understood what he just said, because I'm not sure I did.
You would think such understanding would stop me from making such terrible mistakes. You would be wrong. This world is an abomination. It must never come to pass.
Great!
Alexius locked himself in the throne room. That is where we'll find him.
So, for those of you who have not played this before, and why I was so surprised that Solus was there, is because not all of your companions wind up in this room. And they just wind up all over throughout the entire place. What am I seeing? That. Okay, so that's why I was a little shocked. Because I haven't done this combination before. Oh, I can't go this way. So I guess we go up and around. At least I've got a full contingent with me again. Alright, this is the only way we haven't gone. So it is the way we are going to go. I'm really glad I did my inventory sorting before now. Okay, this away. Yep, that's where it's blocked. So who is over here? Fiona! Come on, find the pixel.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
I don't understand. What's happened to you?
Red Lyrium. It's a disease. The longer you're near it, eventually you become this. Then they mine your corpse for more.
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mia. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
I must have missed out on a lot during that year.
You must beware. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
I've never fought a god before. This should be memorable.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her.
Oh, great.
Quickly, before the Elder One learns you're here.
Alright, well. So that is really what has happened with Cassandra and Solus, is that they are infected with the red lyrium. Ooh. Interestingly enough, you'll...
This red lyrium is an infection. Baker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Yeah. You'll recall that their cells actually did not have red lyrium in them. But several of your other companions have more advanced stages of the red lyrium infection than they do. If you bring them here. So...
This madness is to be undone. We must focus on Alexius.
I agree. Though probably Bull is actually one of my favorites to find here, because he's sitting in his cell singing 99 bottles of beer on the wall. But we've now made it to the guards' barracks. We know we're a year ahead in the future. We have our full party. And I think this is a good place to stop. I want to thank you all so much for tuning into this episode. And in the meantime, in between time, take care, have fun, happy trails.